In the biblical context, the term Sophia, or more precisely the Greek word Sophia, does not refer to a specific character, but rather to divine wisdom, a feminine figure who is both a concept and an entity. This wisdom is recognized in both the Old and New Testaments as a powerful figure, participating in creation and acting as a bridge between God and humankind. The Greek word Sophia means wisdom, and in religious tradition, it represents a divine quality, a yearning for knowledge, and a profound understanding of life. In some biblical texts, wisdom is personified as a feminine figure, sometimes referred to as Wisdom Sophia. This figure is often described as having participated in the creation of the world, acting alongside God. Sophia is seen as a mediator, a force that connects the divine with the world of humans. Unlike a saint or prophet, Sophia is a symbolic representation of divine wisdom herself rather than a person. Texts such as the books of Wisdom and Ecclesiastics in the Old Testament explore this notion of divine wisdom. In the biblical context, the name Sophia evokes the figure of divine wisdom, an entity that embodies knowledge, understanding, and the connection between God and creation. Saint Sophia, or Saint Sophia of Rome, was a Christian martyr tortured in Rome around 137. She is celebrated on May 25th in the West and September 17th in the East. Sophia is often associated with the sign of Virgo, methodical, discreet, faithful. She excels in analysis, caring for others, and relationships of trust. In Proverbs 8, Sophia speaks of herself. She was with God before creation, and she was the craftswoman through whom God created. Does not wisdom cry out? Does not intelligence raise her voice? It is on the top of the heights by the road. It is at the crossroads that she places herself, beside the gates, at the entrance of the city. Within the gates she cries, I cry to you, you men, and my voice is to the sons of men. You simple ones, learn to understand. You fools, learn to be wise. Listen, for I have great things to say, and my lips are open to teach what is right. For my mouth speaks truth, and my lips abhor lying. All the words of my mouth are just, without crookedness or deviousness. They are all clear to him who has understanding, and right to those who have found knowledge. Choose my instruction rather than silver, and knowledge than the best gold, for wisdom is better than pearls and more valuable than all the things of beauty. I, wisdom, dwell in understanding, and I have knowledge to discern. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, haughtiness and pride, the evil way, and the perverse mouth. These are what I hate. Counsel and success are mine. I am understanding, and strength is mine. By me kings reign, and princes decree justice. By me princes, nobles, and all the judges of the earth rule. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. Riches and honor are with me, lasting wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, than fine gold, and my increase is to be chosen from silver. I walk in the way of righteousness, in the paths of justice, to give wealth to those who love me, and to fill their treasuries. The Lord created me at the beginning of his work, before his works of old. I was established from everlasting, from the beginning, before the earth. I was brought forth when there were no depths, nor springs full of water. Before the mountains were established, before the hills were, I was brought forth. He had not yet made the earth, nor the fields, nor the first atom of the dust of the world. When he established the heavens, I was there. When he set a circle on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above, and when the fountains of the deep broke out with might, when he set a boundary for the sea, that the waters should not overflow its banks, when he laid the foundations of the earth, I was there with him, and was his delight all the day long, continually playing before him, and playing in the circle of his earth, and delighting in the sons of men. Now therefore, my sons, listen to me, and happy are those who keep my ways. Hear instruction, that you may be wise, and do not reject it. Happy is the man who listens to me, who watches daily at my gates, and keeps watch at their doorposts. For whoever finds me finds life, and obtains favor from the Lord. But whoever sins against me harms his own soul. All who hate me love death. In Sirach 24, Wisdom is from all eternity and fills all that is. Sirach, also called the Ecclesiasticus or the Book of Sirach, is a book of wisdom written by Jesus, son of Sirach, around 200 BC. It contains moral teachings, maxims, and advice for life, and is considered a deuterocanonical book by the Catholic and Orthodox churches, but apocryphal by Jewish and Protestant traditions. The author Jesus, son of Sirach or Sirach, is a Jewish sage from Jerusalem, deeply rooted in the Jewish wisdom tradition. The book was written at a time when Greek culture and Hellenism influenced the Jewish people, and Sirach's goal was to defend the cultural and religious heritage of Israel. The book is rich in maxims and teachings on how to live according to God's will, the importance of wisdom, piety, justice, and respect for parents. It serves as a guide for education and daily life, offering practical advice and lessons on how to behave in all circumstances. Sirach is included in the Old Testament canon of the Catholic and Orthodox churches. Jewish traditions do not recognize it as part of the Hebrew Bible, and it is considered apocryphal by Protestants. Let us read an excerpt. Sirach 24. Wisdom praises herself and glorifies herself in the midst of her people. She opens her mouth in the assembly of the Most High and glorifies herself in the presence of His Majesty. I came forth from the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth like a cloud. I dwelt on high, and my throne was upon a pillar of cloud. Alone I have walked the circle of heaven, and I have walked in the depths of the deep, in the waves of the sea, and over all the earth, over every people and nation, I have exercised dominion. Among them all I have sought a place of rest, and in what domain I should dwell. Then the Creator of all things gave me His orders, and He who created me made my tent to pitch. And He said to me, Dwell in Jacob, have your inheritance in Israel. Before all ages, from the beginning He created me, and to eternity I will not cease to be. I have ministered before Him in the holy tabernacle, and thus I have had a fixed dwelling in Zion. Likewise, He has made me rest in the beloved city, and in Jerusalem is the seat of my dominion. I have put down my roots in the glorified people, in the portion of the Lord, in His inheritance. I have grown like a cedar in Lebanon and like a cypress on Mount Hermon. I have grown like a palm tree on the shores and like the rose bushes in Jericho, like a beautiful olive tree in the plain, and I have grown like a plane tree. I have given forth fragrance like cinnamon and like sweet balm, and like choice myrrh I have poured out a sweet odor, like galbanum, onyx, and stacte, and like the vapor of frankincense in the tabernacle. I have spread out my branches like the terebinth, and my branches are branches of glory and grace. Like the vine, I have put forth lovely shoots, and my flowers have yielded fruits of glory and riches. I am the mother of pure love, of the fear of God, of knowledge, and of holy hope. Come to me, all you who desire me, and be satisfied with my fruits. For the memory of me is sweeter than honey, and the possession of me is sweeter than the honeycomb. Those who eat me will still be hungry, and those who drink me will still be thirsty. He who listens to me will never be ashamed, and those who work by me will not sin. All this is the book of the covenant of the Most High God, the law that Moses gave, for the inheritance of the churches of Jacob. This law causes wisdom to overflow, like the Physon, and like the Tigris in the season of new fruits. It pours out intelligence in floods, like the Euphrates, like the Jordan in the time of harvest. It causes knowledge to flow out, like the river, like Gihon in the time of vintage. The first who studied it did not fully understand it, and likewise, the last has not penetrated it. For His understanding is vaster than the sea, and His counsel deeper than the great deep. And I flowed like a canal diverted from a river, like an aqueduct watering a pleasure garden. I said, I will water my garden, I will water my flower bed. And now my canal has become a river, my river has become a sea. Therefore I want to make instruction shine again like the dawn, to make its maxims known far and wide. I want to spread the doctrine again like a prophecy, and to leave it as an inheritance to distant generations. Know that I have not worked for myself alone, but for all those who seek wisdom. The Book of Wisdom, chapter 2 and 7. They are not in the truth when they reason thus within themselves. Our existence is short and sad. Nothing can heal man at the end of his life. No one has ever seen anyone return from the abode of the dead. We were born by chance, and afterward, we will be as if we had not existed. The breath of our nostrils is smoke, and thought, a spark that leaps forth at the beating of our heart. If it is extinguished, the body will go to ashes, and the spirit will dissipate like the light air. In time, our name will fall into oblivion, and no one will know what we have done. Our life will pass like a cloud, without leaving a trace. It will dissipate like the mist chased by the rays of the sun, crushed by its heat. Our days pass like a shadow. The hour of our end cannot be put back. It is sealed, and no one returns. So, let us go. Let us enjoy the goods that are there. Quickly, let us profit by creatures, while we are young. Let us get drunk on good wines and perfumes. Let us not let the flower of spring escape. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds, before they are faded. Let none of us miss our orgies. Let us leave everywhere signs of rejoicing, for this is our portion, and this is our lot. Let us crush the poor and his righteousness. Let us be without mercy for the widow, and without regard for the old man with gray hair. Let our strength be the standard of righteousness, for what is weak proves useless. Let us entice the righteous into a trap, for he thwarts us, he opposes our undertakings, he reproaches us for disobeying the law of God, and accuses us of infidelities to our education. He claims to possess the knowledge of God, and calls himself a child of the Lord. He is a contradiction to our ideas. His very presence weighs on us, for he leads an extraordinary life. His conduct is strange. He considers us doubtful people, turns away from our paths like mud. He proclaims the final fate of the righteous happy and boasts of having God as his Father. Let us see if his words are true. Let us see how he will emerge from them. If the righteous man is the Son of God, God will assist him and will snatch him from the hands of his adversaries. Let us subject him to insults and torments. We will know what his gentleness is worth. We will test his patience. Let us condemn him to an ignoble death, since, he says, someone will intervene for him. These people reason in this way, but they are deceived. Their wickedness has blinded them. They do not know the secrets of God. They do not hope for the reward of holiness. They do not consider that a blameless soul can be glorified. Now God created man for incorruption. He made him in the image of his own identity. It was through the devil's envy that death entered the world. This is what those who side with him experience. I too am mortal, like all others, descended from the first man, fashioned from the earth. In the womb I was formed in flesh, until in the 10th month I took shape in blood, from the seed of manhood and from pleasure, the companion of sleep. I, too, at birth, breathed the common air. I fell upon the same earth where all have to suffer, and my first cry, as for all, was tears. I was brought up in swaddling clothes, with care. In fact, no king has known any other beginning in existence. For every human being, there is only one way to enter life, and only one way to leave it. So I prayed, and discernment was given to me. I supplicated, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her to thrones and scepters. Beside her, I held riches as nothing. I did not compare her to the most precious stone. All the gold in the world beside her is but a little sand, and, compared to her, silver will be regarded as mud. More than health and beauty, I loved her. I have chosen it rather than light, because its brightness is not extinguished. All good things have come to me with it, and through its hands, incalculable riches. I have rejoiced in all these good things, knowing them to be governed by wisdom. Yet I did not know that she was also their mother. What I have learned without calculation, I share without reserve. I will not conceal anything of its riches. Wisdom is for men an inexhaustible treasure. Those who acquire it gain the friendship of God. For the benefits of education recommend them to him. May God grant me to speak as I understand, and to conceive a thought commensurate with his gifts, since he himself guides wisdom and directs the wise. For we are in his hand, ourselves, our words, all our understanding and our skill. It is he who gave me an exact knowledge of reality, so that I might understand the structure of the universe and the activity of the elements, the beginning, the end, and the middle of time, the alternation of the solstices and the change of the seasons, the cycle of the years and the position of the stars, the nature of animals and the instinct of wild beasts, the impulse of spirits and the reasoning of man, the variety of plants and the virtues of roots. All reality, hidden or apparent, I knew, because wisdom, artisan of the universe, instructed me. There is in wisdom an intelligent and holy spirit, unique and multiple, subtle and swift, piercing, clear and intact, a lover of good, lively, irresistible, beneficent, a friend of men, firm, sure and peaceful, all-powerful and observing all, penetrating all spirits, even the most intelligent, the purest, the most subtle. For wisdom moves with a movement that surpasses all others. It passes through and penetrates everything because of its purity. For it is the breath of God's power, the pure emanation of the glory of the universal ruler. Therefore nothing defiled can touch it. It is the radiance of eternal light, the spotless mirror of God's activity, the image of his goodness. Since it is unique, it can do all things, and without departing from itself, it renews the universe. From age to age, it is transmitted to holy souls to make them prophets and friends of God. For God loves only those who live with wisdom. It is more beautiful than the sun. It surpasses all the constellations. If we compare it to the light of day, we find it far superior, for day fades before night, but against wisdom evil can do nothing.